YouTube Nation? Main Event TV, a.k.a. Meat TV, a.k.a. I want to stand on the Dallas Star today, a.k.a. America's Team My Ass. Y'all not even the Cowboys no more. I'm going to call y'all the Cowboys. Yes, all y'all do is get Jerry Jones to spend some money, and all of a sudden, y'all think y'all the greatest thing. Man, please, get out of here. Look, anyways, before I get started, I want to say that I've gotten your emails, Eagles fans, and when you're going to talk about Eagles, Cowboys, this, that, and the third, look, I love the anticipation from you guys, all right? But you have to understand that Eagles Texans was on Thursday night. I wasn't going to do a video on Friday and then turn around this week and do another video because I wanted to see how the Cowboys were going to play against the Colts and assess them. Now, with that being said, before I get started today, let me say what have I always stressed on this show, guys? What have I always stressed? I've always said that if you feel somebody sucks on a team or that this team's not doing good and you can make a difference, go out and prove it, right? That's what I've said. So, I've had some talks with some people, and as of next year, 2011 going to be a hot year for the event. I'm sorry, it's just going to be. But as of right now, nothing is set in stone. Just like what happened with CSM. We're not going to get into that, man. But, nothing set in stone, but your boy may have a chance at the NBA D-League. They're talking about tryouts. I'm ready. I'm ready. Anyways, let's get on Eagles, all right? Look, Eagles-Texans. First off, Vic versus Schaub. Now, as for those who know the history of that, Vic was the starting quarterback in Atlanta. Schaub was his backup, okay? And Schaub was always complaining that he didn't get a fair shot. So what did Schaub do? He went to Houston. Now he's the starter. He's been a starter for years, okay? So let's just get that out the way. It was a good game. Not a great game. It was a good game. Schaub went out. They had to bring in that bum Orlovsky, and what happened to him? He couldn't even find his damn helmet on the sideline, so he had to grab a receiver's helmet and put it on to play quarterback. See, this is what happens when you are unprepared. This is why we won the game, because Houston, regardless of what they did, they still weren't prepared enough. Eagles defense, man, you got torched out there by Andre Johnson. All right, killed you on the left side. And I'm sorry, but that little push-off, that wasn't enough to make you fall out there on the secondary. And then when Johnson catches the ball, hitting the ground. Stop. Now, Vic played okay. He brought us back, actually. Him and McCoy. Once again, this is another game where McCoy is still my offensive player of the game. The dude, he does everything. He does everything. I can't even get mad at this dude. Seriously, give him his due. But I will say one thing. Now, I understand I said not even going to root for this dude, but I'm going to put it out there for you guys to talk about. Because after this, I'm done talking about it. Deshaun Jackson. All right? Ever since this game, the media has jumped on Deshaun Jackson about saying he's worried about his contract. And you know, that's what he's worried about the most. You know, he's not going to get a better contract after this year. Look, nobody's getting a contract after this year. Okay? For those who don't know, the Eagles have already came out and said they're not sure what's going to happen with the NFL lockout next year. So nobody's getting a contract until then. They said this is exactly why they haven't signed Vic yet. Now, also, reports are saying that during the Texas game, Texans, whatever you want to call them, all right, the fact is Deshaun Jackson refused to do punt returns. He refused to do punt returns. That's what the report is saying. And you know what? I think Visek him said it best, okay? He said that, you know, if you're a punt return guy, if that's your job, you do it. Other than that, if you're a receiver or whatever, it's voluntary. But the team is asking you to do it for a reason because they feel that person is the best chance they have of winning. Deshaun sitting here and refusing to do punt returns, I don't know, guys. It just seems like it's building up every week now. Seriously, I'm not going to jump on the guy. Y'all can talk about it amongst yourselves. I told you before, I'm done talking about this. It's just too much. It's too much. But that's not football. I'm telling you guys now, that's not football. Okay? It's not. Anyways, Eagles look good. Secondary has to clean up. Defensive line looked okay. They shut down the running game in the second half, not the first half. They had to adjust. Sean McDermott still, he needs to understand that you could just not dial up random blitzes and think it's going to work. It doesn't work that way, Sean McDermott. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Okay? That won't work with Dallas. I'm telling you that now. And I'm telling you this. Eagles fans, everyone, take Dallas seriously. Not because, they got a new coach and they're 3-1 or whatever. That doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me is that Dallas has nothing to lose. Misery loves company, all right? And when you have misery loves company, if they got to sit at home, they want you to sit at home. That's how it works. They are a dangerous team right now. Their running game is the bulk of their offense. Felix Jones running all over the place, and Marion Barber every once in a while running here and there. That works for them. Their offense, I put it like this. If our defense comes to play, John Kitna will not be a factor. I expect our defense, if we play lockdown, in the secondary I'm talking about, we should have at least 2 to 3 interceptions this game. I'm sorry, but I do not see Dallas's offense going past our secondary if we play very tight. No way. Roy Williams will not be a factor. Miles Austin, he won't be a factor. Was it Des Bryant? I don't even think he's playing. Isn't he hurt or something? He ain't playing. So you don't have to worry about it. There's nothing they have left. Their special teams is nothing special, to be quite honest. I mean, seriously, they have nothing in the secondary on their own defense. Their offensive line is still, their defensive line is still good, okay? Defensive line and linebackers are pretty good. Do not discount those guys, but their secondary is garbage. We should be able to score at least in the high 20s, maybe 30s on these guys if we play straight, okay? So do not worry about Dallas. We're going to go into Dallas, and we're going to do what we have to do and win. And then after that, we have the Giants. 2 back-to-back road games. It's going to be tough. I expect us to actually lose to the Giants this time around, but we should win out after that, I think. But we can beat Dallas. We have to set the tone. Okay, so guys, I'm telling you now, Vic, I'm looking for Vic to have a good game. Dial down. All you have to do, when those linebackers are coming, when they decide to stunt, I'm telling you now, when they read that and you start seeing them in the box, I'm letting you know now. All you have to do, button hook. If Deshaun doesn't want to go across the middle, keep making them do button hooks then. Keep making Macklin run that slant. Look. Everything is working fine. Don't make them go wide out all the time. You don't need that many receivers out there. You can have a flare every once in a while or a post, but don't go too far. Hey, if the play comes, by all means, throw the deep ball. By all means. But other than that, we can pick these guys apart easy. Even off the screen, we can do it. We have like 20 or 30 screens in our playbook. Let it happen. Just let it naturally happen. Okay? Andy Reid, red zone offense. Going to be a problem, guys. It's going to be a problem, okay? All we have to do is score in the red zone. Play the play action. Y'all saw it last week. They played the play action. And look what happened, all right? Shorten up the field. I don't want to see any shotguns at the 10-yard line. No shotguns, all right? And I don't want to see David Akers out there that long either. It won't be a bad condition because, as we all know, Dallas is pretty much a dome in the damn new stadium. I think for Varaka it'll be kind of tough if he's not used to playing with that big, that Tron or whatever, that big screen. We know the rules about that now. When punters kick it and it hits the top and falls straight down. So you can't do anything about that. But I expect us to have a good game. All right, Dallas, like I said, they're just running off of pride right now. They have nothing to lose. Don't discredit them, but we should be able to beat them. I don't see them doing any damage to us whatsoever. All right? They don't have that great of a scheme. You saw what they did with the Colts, and people say, well, look, they put up that many points against the Colts, but also, guess what? Dallas was up by 17 points and let the Colts come back to tie it. So don't worry about their defense as much. Okay? Anyways, guys, I will talk to y'all later. Hey, by all means, Sunday night, I'll be doing it live from the Facebook again. And refs, I swear to God, if you don't give Vic the protection he needs, because I'm sorry, you can't call that Trent Cole touch on Peyton Manning's helmet, and you call that. But Vic gets face masked, and you don't call that. But look, stop. But I'm glad Andy Reid stepped up and said something. So anyways, guys, Sunday, we're going to do it. Talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. I'm out.